want to tell you a story about why I love being a renter. I moved into a new apartment last weekend, and yesterday I discovered that none of the cable jacks work. That makes me sad, because it means on days when I'm not here, I don't get to look at Torre's face.
Poor you.
Tomorrow, my landlord is sending a crew to punch holes in the wall and fix the cables, and because I'm just a renter, I don't have to pay for or arrange any of that. It's all the landlord's problem. Being a renter also means moving into this apartment didn't require me to take all the money I have in the world and put it in a highly leveraged real estate investment. People routinely scrounge together every dollar of savings they have to make a down payment of 10% or 5% or even less. If you did that with any other piece of real estate, people would think you were crazy. Yet politicians and civic leaders routinely tell us that home ownership is a key to the American dream. Here's President Obama just last year.
You got a lot of young people here, who are thinking about college. They're going to get a higher education. They're going to find a job. They're going to find somebody they love. They're going to want to own a home. And the reason they will is because a home is the ultimate evidence that here in America, hard work pays off, that responsibility is rewarded.
When our leaders keep equating home ownership with life success, it's no surprise people keep stretching to buy homes when they really shouldn't. And then after people buy homes, their views of the economy become distorted. Housing is a product, but it's the only product where we root for prices to go up, and we implement public policies designed to push prices up. Now, rising home prices are great for people who already own homes, but they're not good for people trying to move out of their parents' basements and start their own households. Right now, our economy is stuck because people can't afford to do that. Because homeowners want prices to soar, local communities impose laws that restrict the supply of housing to push prices up. That's what's happening right now in the San Francisco Bay Area. The tech industry booms, housing demand goes up. Cities and counties make it really hard to build more homes, so prices soar. People who aren't software engineers at Google can't afford to live there anymore, and incumbent homeowners laugh all the way to the bank. Now, if more people saw themselves as consumers of housing rather than investors in it, if we had a culture of renting, we could have policies that aim to make housing cheaper instead of more expensive, and then we'd all have more money to spend on other stuff. And of course, when people bet their financial futures on home prices, housing crashes can drag the whole economy down. That's what we saw in 2008, yet 6 years later, the government is still insuring mortgages with as little as 3.5% down. We're still trying to use home ownership as a shortcut to middle-class wealth. And the temptation is obvious. If you want to get wealth into the hands of people even as their incomes stagnate, high-leverage real estate investments will work so long as prices keep going up. But since home prices sometimes fall, we should be sending a different message. Buy a home if you want to own a home, can afford a big down payment, and can afford to absorb the hit if house prices fall. If that doesn't describe you, you should probably be a renter like me.